Mario with continuation of this project here. As you can see, still a lot of wires here, spaghetti. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I found out that I had this cable here. This is a multi wire cable. It's perfect for this application here because all the cables are contained in this one single sheeted sleeve. And so I ended up using that instead of this silicone cover wire. Silicone is a lot more flexible, but it also takes a lot more room. As you can see here, I don't know what I was thinking when I did this. I guess I was trying to be too tidy. So I decided to use that gray cable, that multi wire, and I have two of them running. Two of those cables running through here. I had to drill a hole through there. I also have a hole drilled on this on the mast here, so that I can route my brake lines, my brake switch basically, and the on-off switch, which would be the ignition, and the throttle. So I have those. I've already connected those to my control box here. I was doing that last night, but I got tired, so now I'm resuming this morning. So this is still a little bit crazy here because I've been patching, it's some of the pluses and the minuses here. So this is going to be driven by 12 volts strictly, mainly for the light on and off switch. That's going to deliver power to the lights. These lights are going to be connected both in parallel at the front lights, the white lights, and the tail lights. And I also found out that I could just wire my brake lights. Just take the brake lead from this controller here on the high side, and take that and tie that to my red lead on the high intensity. The red lead is for the high intensity of these LEDs that need to go high. So brake light needs to go high. In this case, I was going to use the low brake, but I'm using the high because of this situation here with the lights, so that I can connect both of them. That lead from the high brake with that lead from the high intensity through the switch of the brake. And when I activate the brake, that connects it, makes a full path loop to 12 volts, which will be coming out of there. And those 12 volts give me actually the high side, braking on this. I don't need to connect that to the 42. It just needs a high signal there, and so the 12 volts is working just fine. I should test and see if that works even also on 5 volts, but it's working fine. I mean, I tested that last night and it's working just fine, on the 12 volt section, which is easier because all these things are connected to 12 volts. The lights, the high side is connected to, it requires 12 volts. So that's working great. I don't need to do another separate switch, as I was thinking, another switch next to the other one to the brake. So it's all done through the brake now. Just cleaning a lot of these things up. You can see the wires coming out of this. I had to drill a hole and brought those two cables to those two thick cables with the multi wires, and it's a lot easier that way because everything is even routing the wires through here. Although I could have disconnected all the bolts here and just to make it easier, routing it through the center tubing here, which establishes the base. I was able to feed it. I did have to disconnect this right here so that I can also run the wires from here. These wires from here actually go direct through a plug that's sitting underneath here. It's just one of these Tamiya connectors that is just connected in line with the 12 volt supply that's coming from that, which is activated by the main and the green light. I mean, it may sound a little complex here what I'm explaining here, and because of this mess here, it can get pretty complex. I myself have been, it's like I had to think twice, 3 times, before I started doing this. But with the map that I did on my previous video, that works really nice. I am going to clean up that map or that schematic and do it on the computer so it's nice and clean with these little changes that I've made, to for the braking, so that it activates both the lights and the braking, the electronic braking that's done through the ESCs. So I'm going to do that. I just want to capture this on video while I'm at it, just for record keeping sake. I may need to come back to this video later on and see what I'm doing here. Because once this is set right there, besides this schematic, I won't have any other record other than trying to trace each one of these lines independently, and that's something that I don't want to do in the future because it can get quite complex. Not so much complex, but just time consuming, and I just don't want to spend the time doing that. So that's the reason why I'm doing all these videos here. But it's coming along really well. I still have to make provisions here to bring from my batteries. My batteries are going to be actually here. They're going to be sitting right now. I haven't connected to the back here, but these two batteries are actually going to be right here. And so this connection is going to be the only connection that's going to be outside the frame is going to be my power connection, for the rear that I need to deliver the 42 volts, to the back. So this will be running on the side or underneath this. You probably won't see that once I attach this properly. But I'm also going to tap from here. I'm going to tap and bring my DC to DC converter, which I have to. I have a few of these guys right here, so I had to find out what happened to this one. So it's I just didn't want to take the time while doing this work here. But I need to find out what happened here. I probably burned something here because this is designed for up to I believe 38 volts or 36 volts. I don't think it can go any higher, and I think I was pushing it, with the fully charged batteries here. So something went wrong here. Or I don't know, maybe you can go higher. So I have to check the specs on this. I did this actually for another project, but I ended up using it here. That's a 3D. That's my 3D printed box that I did just to cover the electronics here, so it doesn't risk shorting. It's got the adjust here, that really fine potentiometer adjustment. To actually this should be like that, and it's got a switch here that toggles the. You can toggle the readout here for the input, toggle again, and it'll read out the output. I'm just not getting a readout on the output. Everything lights up, everything is reading the input, but it's not reading the output. So I'm pretty sure it has to do with the regulator. The regulator probably went out, and it's not regulating anymore, the voltage. So I have to either fix this or just get another one. Like I said, I do have a few of these, or just get another one that's has a much higher rating, which is probably the right thing to do. Just get something with a better rating that can handle up to 48 volts. This can only go up to 42 fully charged, so 48 volts will give me a little more range. In case I go with higher batteries, although the system is designed for 36. I'm running 42 here, which is fine because I'm running the two motors. So by the time I kick these in, the voltage tends to drop a little bit. So yeah, that's where I'm at right here. And this guy will feed the 12 volt, will feed that power here, which will feed the lights. Basically, it's just to feed the lights, provide power to the lights from the rear lights, and provide a high voltage, meaning the 12 volts, so that I can connect my high voltage line right here to that, which is in line with these high intensity lights, and that'll give me my braking as well as my stop light. Okay, yep. So stay tuned for the next video. Mario once again with my Pro Flight.